Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. By the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his feet. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
To the air, it's Green. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Jones.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be, You had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start it. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Green. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
The Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. That is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Looking for room. It's Washington. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Green. Makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
3rd down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. bringing it out. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a gap. It's Moore. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Right back to the well. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the option. Now the toss. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way with the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. This is a designed run. Creates a little space. Lots of running room. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. He's got him. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And off to Jones. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
They're going to ride this running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in.
Touchdown, Duke! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Russell. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Now he's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Green. Dumps it to the back. The sure hands, it's Hill. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll take it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back, fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's Russell. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Right back to the well. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. The offense coughs it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, what a blow for this offense. Football in the 4th quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So just a short drive was needed, covering 21 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Got room at the 35. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Blue Devils want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions. No doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
He'll make his way out of bounds. Nice pickup, and more importantly, he gets the clock stopped.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's deflating. And as a guy, I was frustrated when my offense didn't come through when I needed him to, but now it's my time. I got to go make a play. I got to go force a turnover, get the ball back to my offense so we can tie or win this ball game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running it to the right. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.